Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome to an impromptu appreciation video for our good friend Squirrel Hermit. I was just telling my good friend Dean here how Squirrel had sent me a big, huge box of game books that just giving stuff away, and it arrived today, and we were over hanging out at DM James, and he had to go do husbandly duties. Um, Order some Chinese food, I guess. So we decided to come over here and uh, thank you, Squirrel, for all you do. A lot of people uh, who know you probably don't know how hard you work doing things that keep this country running. And you're always one of the most stand-up guys I've ever met, and that's saying a lot because I've been on here on the earth for thousands of years. So thank you, buddy. I owe you. I will find a way to get you back. I will. I always do so. And any of you viewers who come in and watch this, I will try to figure out how to put the link to his channel. But it's just like it says, Squirrel Hermit. Go over there, subscribe to him, flood him with views and Fonzies and all the other good stuff, so that he can hurry up and catch up. Because he really should be like huge. Just him, just listening to him, talk about the hobbies is something we should all do whenever we get the chance. And Zadarok, you too, thank you for keeping your man, on the straight and narrow. Uh, he's got a wonderful wife. He's a lucky man. So how you doing, Dean?
Well, how I'm doing? I'm
Yeah,
doing great. My health has improved a ton recently, thanks to some treatments.
yeah. You sound more chipper, and despite that gray you got coming in here, you doing
Yeah.
the rogue
Oh,
thing.
this I've had since my early 20s, the gray
Oh,
hair.
really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's just
I
for some
just have
reason more
like.
noticeable. Well, it's very distinct.
No, it's more because I'd lost hair in the side, not because I'm balding, but like I had some issue with some fungal infection in my scalp, and the shampoo makes me shed.
That's what you get for scratching your head with your feet, man. Don't do that.
I'm not that flexible. But yeah,
Yeah,
Shadow, your camera is still not in focus. You're still doing the
that could just be me.
okay.
Or the fan. I've got to have the fan on because it's 4 million degrees here and getting ready to rain. Uh, I live up in the high
Uh,
desert and it's really, really hot, which means all the clouds, and that's all I can see out my big window right here. It's all swimming pools. Just everybody's swimming pool just evaporates, and then it will come back down. And if that happens, I'm going to go out in the backyard, run around naked, and absorb some free water because God knows they charge an
that's
arm and a
fair.
leg for it where I live. No, I'm not really going to do that. Scared of
I'm
me.
like I don't live in a desert, but I'm definitely familiar with like oh, it's had been hot for a while, then there's just rain because that's kind of how the Danish summer work. Like we go from spring to like a ton of like heat, and then we have like several weeks to a month of rain on and off.
Yeah,
And,
normally
and then in August, July, August, the sun comes back.
where I live, it's a high desert, so it's kind of up in the mountains, and
Ah,
the rain, normal rain, like from the coast or whatever, goes right around us. We kind of live in the mountains, but in a
yeah,
valley, so the rain just goes right around us. We can see the clouds, and not a drop of it do we get to enjoy, except when our swimming pools evaporate and go up into the sky and then come back down and. Yeah, and I don't have a swimming pool, but I know, like, because I have a two-story house, I can look around, and everybody else does. And
yeah,
because of where we live, it's kind of a hill. There's just no way unless we put an above-ground pool, and I like the property value where it is, so we're not
yeah,
doing that. But everybody's got a swimming pool, and you can just, almost see it, evaporate. The water levels, going down. Um, and I went outside just a minute ago, and Like, oh man, it's gonna rain. I wanna get me some of that. Uh, a friend of mine was having trouble sleeping the other day, and I told him, just go find one of those ASMR videos of rain. Hey, Dungeon Minister Bruce. All right, get your ass in here, Bruce. Dungeon Minister. Uh, if you want to come in, let me know. I'll send you the link. I don't know how. I'll probably just put it in the chat and take my chances. I'm sure you all know how risky that is for this channel. Um, but we're here to throw some appreciation toward Squirrel Hermit's way because here, let me show you guys if I can lift it, and not pop a gasket. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, I'm getting old. This ginormous box. Oh, let's put it over here. Oh, where the boy should be sitting. Um, he sent me this big, giant 28-pound box of books. And you know what? I'm going to just start opening it now because uh, I've been waiting all afternoon patiently, like Christmas. Um, and I'm going to open it the right way, use the blade the right way. For those of you who know, you know. My boy has this habit that he loves to just drive Bow Paints Minis nuts, trying to use the X-Acto knife or the Olfa knife backwards and pulling it toward himself and all the other things you're not supposed to do because he's an angsty teen. You can't see me opening the box, but I'm opening the box.
According to Dungeon Minister, you're also liking on the stream, and your quality is way down.
Really? I'm really sorry about that, folks. There's literally nothing I can do about that. Oh. From my end, there's nobody here using up, valuable bandwidth or anything like that. Hey, Squirrel, what's happening, man? The lag is real. Is it that bad, guys? Um, maybe I've irritated someone in TV land, and they're oh man, he's put a lot of bubble wrap and packing bubbles and stuff. Let's see what's right. Oh, right here on the top. Check this out, guys. The Monty Python RPG curricular medieval reenactment program role playing game. No, it isn't. Oh, this is funny.
Shadow, try turning your camera off and on again.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, yeah, 3-second lag. It looks like a flip phone video. Okay, let's try. How about now? Better?
Same kind of lag.
Crap, I wonder what it could be. There's
do we have to make a new room, do you think?
No. It'll get better.
All right. The weird thing is just also your icon, when like it does the speech thing, it also lags there. But your audio comes through fine.
Okay. The Vicious Chicken of Bristol. Hands for Hobgoblins. Oh, that's terrifying. This looks like a lot of fun. It's also got the built-in bookmark. I don't know about you guys, but I love when a book has that. That's the sure sign of a quality.
Like the red string you can put in.
Yeah, but when it's built in, it's just a little bit more.
Yeah.
I was cutting down some comic book boards to make backers for like traveler books because I want to keep my traveler books really nice. And so when I was at the copy store, I was just cutting these backing boards, and I just saved all the pieces that were like this big for bookmarks. And I must have made a stack of like 50 of them, and I'm down to like 6 or 8 of them now because every book has got a bookmark. I've got like right now I'm currently reading like 18 different books all at the same time. Well, thanks for stopping by, Dungeon Minister. You can always come back. You can always come back and check out the show Exhumed Obscura for advanced role players, and he's already put the tabs on it. This one will be staying in my collection. Exhumed from the dark reaches of the deepest dungeon comes this new expansion for old school fantasy role playing system. 9 new races, 12 classes, 4 new stats, critical hit charts, mass combat system, numerous spells, weapons, and magic items are bound within to augment and enhance your role playing experience. Nice. Now the hard part's going to be not diving into these until I finish the other 18 books that I'm currently reading. Most of them are all Conan, of course. This is a big one. Osric. Wow. Again, pre-tabbed. That's one thing about Squirrel. He's big on doing his own bindery work. Oh, 2 built-in bookmarks. These ones are actually like leather. That's kind of badass.
Yeah.
All in one volume, Osric. Cool. Very nice.
And Osric, that's that remake of AD&D, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I have heard people suggest I get a copy of that, and then I didn't have money at the time, and I forgot.
And you forgot. What do we have here? Oh. Emergent character alternative rules for 0 level scratch off characters. Oh, no way. Check this crap out. Dungeon Crawl Classic scratch off 0 level character sheets. Oh, that's funny. Squirrel, you're going to have to tell me how to use these.
Gotcha, Bruce. So he says Osric is a great alternative to buying a preserved AD&D book.
Okay. Dungeon Crawl Classic, Doom of the Savage Kings, a level 1 adventure by Harley Stroh. That's kind of cool looking. As you guys know, AD&D is my normal go-to D&D, so that's why I was kind of interested in this, because I figured there would be things here I can easily adapt to my ongoing campaign. Oh, this one's a bit... Oh, no. The monsters know what they're doing. I've been looking at this book for a long, long time. Upside down. Basically, I believe... Yeah.
I was about to ask what's it about, but then I forgot there's...
I believe it's mostly, teaching you how the monsters would think. They're not just, brain dead, crash test dummies. And this goes into various races of monsters, like all of them. I'm looking at the table of contents here: Ankhegs, Rust Monster, Hook Horrors, Undead, Constructs, Oozes and Plants, Aberrations like Beholders, Intellect Devourers, Mind Flayers. Because most of us in the old days, we really didn't think that far ahead when it came to, how the monsters would react. Over the years, we've probably come up with our own, way of thinking how they think. So I was curious to see if, a lot of times with these books, they've done the work for us. They've done the research on whatever subject matter or game, and then we can stand on the shoulders of giants, thanks to these writers who've gone and done the heavy lifting and found out hey, like this, how would a kobold think? Well, put yourself into their shoes and try to get an idea of why they do what they do. Why do they live in the caves of chaos near the keep on the borderland? Why don't they just move and go someplace else? Or why do they let themselves be bullied by these other monsters? Or why do mind flayers do what they do? Other than they're looking for brains and and treasure and trying to expand their kingdom and things like that. What's next? Oh, there's something on the side here. What do we have? Nostalgia Digest. Join Rita Hayworth for our all new, all vintage swimsuit issue. Uh, okay, I was not expecting this. Was this on the list? Uh, he knows how much I like old timey stuff, and I will read this and wish I was born in the 20s so I could have been around in the 40s and 50s. The man who made the movies Move, from Bogart to Bing, from Errol Flynn to Elvis Presley, the remarkable resume of Michael Curtis. Man,
I don't know, Shadow. I don't know if I want to be born in the 20s as an American. That sounds like a one-way ticket to either
back to
Europe
Europe.
or Asia.
You have a good point, but um, I really appreciate it. I'm actually going to probably find a very, very special place for that. I might even frame it up there when I'm done reading it, so that every time I come in here, I remember the good old days and our good friend Squirrel Hermit. Oh my God, there's another one in here. This one's huge. Or is this a I'm pulling it wrong? Dungeon Crawl Classics. Oh, cards are falling out. What's going on with that? Oh, it's even got, I think, character sheets and stuff in here. What's going on, Squirrel? Did you forget some characters in here? Yes, that really looks like what it is. Title, or it's just a handmade character sheet. Yeah. All right. Now I can use this to forge your signature and copy your writing style. Oh, I really dig the art in here.
I'm sure that will go over fine, Shadow, as long as you don't forge his signature to send off a nuke.
That's the inside cover. I really dig these guys over here. These weird robed hooded guys. I want to show this to Jackie because it's very along the style of his artwork. Another game I've always wanted to check out, uh, partially because of like the mutation rules and stuff for Magic, but I'm always looking to see how other people have taken this hobby in and you know given it their own flair. Wow, those are
Yeah,
cool.
Dungeon Crawl Classic. What I heard, because I haven't actually played that many games, different games, is
Uh,
it's a great dungeon crawler. It's the mutation rules, like you said, is really interesting. A lot of people don't care about the special dice, uh, and
does it use special dice?
it instead of giving percentages, it allows you to use special dice. Yes,
Okay,
so
like seven
at
sided dice or
16,
something.
at the 16, and
Okay.
uh, like weird numbers, but still some you can have on a die. It's not like a D100 ball.
Hmm. I actually have one of those somewhere. It literally looks like a golf ball,
Yeah,
with the little divots and everything.
they are often useless. I found, because like, okay, which one of the like 7 numbers did it roll on again?
Mhm. This one I was not expecting. Mutant Crawl Classics. Um, I have been dying for a post-apocalyptic Gamma Worldian type game, but Gamma World just doesn't do it. It's missing so much. Uh, you know, growing up, Gamma World, you didn't need skills. You just needed to find, artifacts from the before times and, figure them out and just use those and lean on those. But I always thought that a good Gamma World game needed skills and an occupation and, who is your character, other than, if
Yeah,
they're a mutant animal or mutant plant or something, well, then you kind of, just roll with that. But what if you're, a mutant human or even an unmutated human? um, what do what do you do? We throw around the term adventurer a lot. but historically, there really weren't a lot of people delving into dungeons. The closest thing you would get would like be what, an archaeologist, and other than Indiana Jones, that didn't really seem viable. Um,
Yeah.
or there would be like in Conan, like the movie or something. There'd be the one dungeon, in their career. That was it. You know,
Yeah.
D2, D3, D4, 5, D6, D7, D8, D10, D12, D14, D16, D20, D24, D30, and D100. Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna use the next increment above, and if I roll the other numbers, I'll just re-roll it. D7, really? We've all got D8s. It's I never, I don't know. And then this is the one I was waiting for. This is the one, dude. I looked everywhere trying to find this. This is one of my biggest favorite Appendix N editions, and yeah, it's gorgeous. Just the cover alone. That is in fact the Dying Earth, Jack Vance, through Dungeon Crawl Classics. A lot of Arduin took a lot of things from the Dying Earth as well. And you guys might not know this, but I didn't read the Dying Earth until last year. It was in my collection for decades, and I just never got around to reading it. And then when I did, I fell in love with Jack Vance's writing style and his, semi nonsensical words, or his giant freaking thesaurus like brain. Dude, it doesn't even look like you opened this, man. Seriously, I feel bad that you sent me this because it feels like you never even read it. Did you? Because this is freaking gorgeous. It's even got like on the books inside. It's got sort of a like a trading card foil. And you see the reflections there
No, it's too low resolution, so we can't see any reflection.
up at the top. No,
No, unfortunately not. Like you
no.
can kind of see what it is. Like it's some kind of flame or brain.
Yeah, it's a cauldron with a human or a face on it, and then the Dungeon Crawl Classic logo is in like a foil, like a holographic foil, reflector tape kind of look to
Neat.
it. It is very, very neat. Even the boxes, the this interior part of the box is like it's like a really nice Christmas gift box, really thick with foil reflective paper, classy. I wonder is there's a
Yeah,
map.
yeah. We don't know how to fix it except for maybe like resetting everything. Squirrel.
Yeah, I'm on a limited time frame here. I've got a game in about a half hour, and I had to schedule this anyways. They wouldn't let me just go live immediately, and that ate up some of my goofing off time before my Savage Sword game.
So, Shadow, I have a suggestion. What you call it? You can do when you have time. Like, take a picture of each thing you got and like put
Put
it
them in
up as a
Discord
well, also your Discord, but also like as a post on
community. Yes, that's a great idea. Can you write
on
that
your
down?
YouTube channel.
I'll have to do that later tonight after the game, but I will do that. And I think this is the last one. Oop, box is falling on me. Oh, what? Okay, there's two Dying Earth box sets.
That's very generous, Squirrel.
Hey, what's up, Mobius? Wow, dude. Okay, I want to see if I can put this one up really close. That's also right up here, but it's blue foil, reflecto, kind of trippy, you know, 60s kind of.
You can kind of see a reflection in that one, but it's probably because it's blue silvery.
Right, right. It's gorgeous. These books are gorgeous, and everything about it, the artwork, the construction. Obviously, I have to read it to go any further than that, but right off the bat, this stuff is just. I know exactly where it's going in here too. Right there. You guys won't be able to see it, but I will be because this is going to take me. Oh wow, this one's really cool. Let me see if I can pull this one out. Oh, got to be careful because there are tokens, which I'll have to photocopy. I don't like punching out tokens anymore. This is a poster. Kind of looks like a poster. Okay, several
And that's
little mini. mini
Air Shadow. It is a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't say easier, but it is a lot. It's just easy just to like print a copy and then just put it on some paper, not paper, some cardboard.
yeah, I just got a. It's flashed right before I showed this that orange bar that says connection lost, but it
Yeah,
just
whatever
blinked.
happened, you just got a lot better with everything.
Okay, maybe I should go backwards
You're
and show
still
everything
draining,
again
but now you're actually moving
in time.
normally. You can see the reflection.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yep.
And this is like a really thin book. This particular book, actually, all the books in this box set, but they didn't have to go to, this kind of, uh, quality for something like that. But they did. They went like way, way over the line with just showing off how gorgeous they can make a product.
Yeah. How deep into the pile are we?
Oh, this is the last one,
Okay.
and I think that's Bruce popping in.
Hey,
Now we are
Bruce.
clear. Bruce.
Wow, you look a lot better now. Before it was like
Yeah. We are not. We don't know why he stopped being a pictogram all of a sudden.
it's like
Yeah, I'm real sorry, guys. I had no
your
control over
neighbor
that.
your neighbor was using their Pringles cantina to siphon off your internet bandwidth.
No, my neighbor. Well, one of my neighbors is really cool.
But what
I'll
about
tell you.
the other one?
Well, the other one, they're the house that's right here.
Uh,
It's a steady stream of renters, over the years, and these people are really nice. I think they're actually from, or at least the father. I think he's from Ukraine, and he's a decent guy. But there have been some really
yeah.
uh, not great neighbors, not bad neighbors, but just I don't know how they lived their lives the way they did. Not going to go into it or anything, but let's just show that off
I
again.
lived with renters all my life. I know what you mean.
The
Dying
purple.
Earth.
Yep,
Ooh.
yeah, both box sets from the Kickstarter. Squirrel, you have no idea how like normally I'm really on top of stuff, but with this one and a couple others like the big Mutant Chronicles when they were just like throwing books away and stuff. I missed it, and I missed this, and then I went looking back for it, and the Kickstarter was over, so I was occasionally I'd look for it on eBay or something, and I never saw it, and forgot about it, and then Squirrel said, hey, I'm giving away some stuff, and I'm like, you sure about this? I mean, I would literally would have paid whatever he asked, especially for this. Um, 'Cause when I not only did I read The Dying Earth just last year and we reviewed it on my book club, but I also found a really really lovely audiobook version of it that was just simultaneously one of the funniest fantasy things I've ever heard, but also one of the most interesting and just weird, gonzo, bizarre uh, craziness that was The Dying Earth. If you guys haven't read those books, I highly recommend them. It's just a lot of fun, and every time I think about it, I'm like, I've got two copies of The Dying Earth, and then one copy of all the other books in the series, and they've been in my collection for decades, just sitting there. Not like buried away or anything. Kind of right there, like, oh, I'll get to that, I'll get to that, and never got to it until we started doing the book club, and I was like, this is now one of my absolute. Hey, Mr. Tanner, how you doing, bro?
Ah, okay, so you know him.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's Tanner. He's one of the guys who does my book club, and I will move heaven and earth to get your ass in there, even if I have to go back to StreamYard to make sure you could be in the book club. Because if you guys don't know, that is you, right, Tanner? It says Mrs. Tan Man, and if that's your wife, and I'm mixing things up, or you're somebody else, let me know before I continue to make a fool out of myself. But Tanner is one of the most well-read individuals I know. When every time we do a book review, he's got like notes, man. He's like doing homework and crap, reading the book and writing out notes, and I'm just like, uh, you know, I literally, I'll forget most of the stuff like 6 hours after I read the book, and he's got his notes. And Squirrel, seriously, man, I'm going to get you back. I don't know how. I think I know how. I got an idea, but I'm going to get you back. Um, Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We have a friend named Tanner, and I just thought because he's always having connectivity issues, and what he'll do is he'll use different devices and accounts and stuff to try to hang out with us. So I thought you were him. Um, but welcome to the show. Squirrel Hermit just bequeathed upon me some of my heart's fondest desires when it comes to role playing games. God, dude, I am going to be so tempted to start reading this tonight. You have no idea.
Vance was a lot of
I
fun to
just
read. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just joking. Go ahead.
No, I just when I was a young kid, I was shown Jack Vance's Dying Earth, and so I had a chance to read it right before I went in the Navy, and it was a lot of fun. Would recommend.
Wait,
Would
what is
recommend.
this? Oh my goodness, Score! Why didn't you tell me before I accidentally threw this out?
Oh,
It's a box of dice, and I'm guessing
But it's the Beast of Ah, isn't it?
are these for Monty Python?
No, no, hold that back up. Is that the Beast of Ah? It is. Okay.
Uh huh.
okay. It's not the Dungeon Crawl Classic Dice.
No, it's the officially authorized, sanctioned, and certified polyhedral random number generators for Monty Python's concurricular medieval reenactment program, also referred to as DICE by non serious people. Avail yourself of this complete dice set if you be worthy and planning to embark upon historically accurate educational adventures, or if you just be really keen on collecting custom dice, including herewith and color coded for quick and easy identification, are one each of, and then it shows all the dice on the back. Uh,
Mr. Doc Flamingo has stopped in.
It's okay, Flamingo. I'm not a dean, like neither in a religious or education purposes, and
Dr.
sometimes it's
Mingo, welcome to the
debatable
show.
whether I'm a pal.
And no worries, Mrs. Tanman. I don't know what this is. This looks like a 30-sided die. I don't know. But it goes up to at least 26, 29, 20.
And Squirrel said he sent the Dungeon Crawl Classics rules because they need it for the Dying Earth.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. I would have probably kicked myself and went, oh man, I screwed up. There's no instruction for these weirdo dice, but I will figure it out. Doc, welcome to the show. Squirrel, if you're feeling it, give me a wink. Better be careful, Squirrel. Just saying.
Hey, at least she's not coming out of the lake waving a sword at him.
Right or never mind. I'm not going to go there because we've already had enough of that nonsense.
Uh,
Want to keep it
yeah.
family friendly. Um,
But yeah, women handing out a sword is not a good way to assert a government. Oh, however the quote is.
mhm. Thank you again, Squirrel. This has definitely made my day, and also complicated my life immensely because now I have to figure out. You know what though? I think this will be perfect for next month. Once I'm out of the Conan Sumerian September stuff, uh, I'll be able to go and review this stuff and see how I can incorporate it into my nonsensical games, especially my Sunday AD&D game. Because I'm looking because it literally is a post-apocalyptic Dungeons and Dragons game where there was a big God War Dean's part of, and because of the God War, the world got flooded and there's less of the old stuff and all kinds of weird leftovers from the before times. There should be a plastic coconut. I did not see a plastic coconut and a sash. I will look again when I take the plastic to be recycled. Uh,
And oh yeah, Shadow. Concerning the God Wars, are you waiting on other people's action, or was this the last one? The last.
no, between what happened last week and some of my friends being out of commission
Ah,
for various reasons, I wasn't going to, screw them over. One friend is having, well, two
fair
friends are
enough.
having family health issues that I was not going to bother them with, and you guys may have noticed last Thursday I was in no condition to have a show with the way I was feeling. I was just so
Yeah.
tore up about everything for various reasons. I'm sure you guys can figure that out, but I was just like, just trashed, and still trying to not be on this thing all day, every day. With all of the negativity, and this will be uh,
Yeah.
a small solace for that.
Uh,
Um,
uh, do you listen to Jim Brewer that much?
I just listened to it this morning. I know exactly what you're talking about. Great minds think alike.
Yeah,
Uh,
his
and
latest
boy, did
book.
I need to hear that right then and there, because I would have probably spent the. Uh, nice.
As the foreigner, I will do it. I'm a retard. I'm a sofa king retard did.
Yes, we used to have that sign in one of the taverns I used to frequent, a place called Elfstone Hollow, back in the day, and that sign was right there behind the bar. But yeah, it's weird, Bruce. I don't listen to him as much as I used to, but this morning I saw that video and I'm like, huh, I'm going to listen to this one, and it's exactly how I feel, but I couldn't articulate it quite as well as he did or as funny as he did. So I'm going to try to bear that in mind about things and just try to,
Yeah.
well, a big. You're welcome, Mr. Tan Man. Another big one was and I feel awful about this. I didn't get to go to church last Sunday. Jackie was not home. He and his mom were away with family, and I didn't realize it, as until like they were leaving, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're not going to get to go to church this Sunday, and I really really wanted to go, and uh,
I
so
get you on that one.
I was feeling really 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 bad. Not that I could have done anything to stop it or to help it or anything, uh, just be with other people, as we do on Sunday. Um, but you know, he knows I would have been there, had I been able to. But I guess maybe uh, my son was actually pretty down too and wanted to be with family besides just me. Uh, Duly noted, Squirrel. I yeah.
And Shadow, 20 minutes until the half hour.
All right, thank you, thank you. I actually thank you for reminding me of that, and I need to plug in my tablet or my laptop because I'm almost out of battery. However, if I know who that is, I may very well laugh. I have no idea. I'm assuming you're new to the channel, Mrs. Danman, um, or maybe you're one of our friends just playing around. Uh, uh, you
Guys,
know,
I got to get going. I got to wake up at 11 o'clock tonight, so I have to go and
uh,
final day. But it
take
was.
care, Bruce. Be safe.
I'm glad that you've got this to focus on next week. So I'll be looking for your series.
Yeah, you can guarantee I'm going to want to focus on the Dying Earth, but I may just do Dungeon Crawl Classics first so that I know what I'm getting myself into in the way of rules. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow, Bruce. Take care. Be safe.
Thank you.
Give the wife a hug for us.
Will do, sir. Have a great night. Thank you, Dean Pal.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Squirrel Hermit and Ms. Tan Man. I'm out.
Yeah, Squirrel. I'm gonna have to probably call and talk to your wife to find some way I can get you back, so that you can both enjoy my revenge. Um, yes, you're new. The live just popped up in my feed, so I thought I'd have a little fun with you. Are you a gamer? You role play, like role play games, not role play the other kind of way? And if so, that's fine. Not going to shame you. Just curious, I will, dude. I've got my Savage Sword game tonight, and the Red Room has greenlit my uh, my adventure module for Savage Swords, and I've decided to turn it into a 3-part mega adventure because it just sort of evolved that way, and I want to help the Red Room help them flesh out their new world that they're creating for that, and it just you get one of those ideas and it just like snowballs. It's a little thing, and then suddenly it just starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and hopefully uh, the way I'm going to write it, even though there will be some rule mechanics in there, hopefully people can use it for any game. But I'm obviously going to write it for Savage Swords, which I do really think is a fun, simple but elegant game engine for just about anything. Mind you, it's I think it's part of the Red system from the Red Room, which covers a whole bunch of other genres and games. And I'm really, really honored that Miguel, without even reading almost anything of what I wanted to do, is like, yeah, just send it to me. We'll make it happen. And uh, hopefully, I can get my boy to help out a little, so I can put Shadow and Sun as the author title instead of just Shadow, because then people would be like, "Who the fuck is this schmo?" Right? Um,
Yeah.
and that way Jackie can go, yeah, he's literally the youngest role playing game contributor, professional game contributor of all time, unless you count the little Chinese kids working in sweatshops, um, making whiz kids stuff. I don't know of anybody younger who's ever worked on a game product, and he did the he drew all of the flags for the world of Arduin for all the 70 countries, using all the rules and regulations of vexillology, of which he is the only expert they could find worldwide. The George and Dave scoured the world looking for a professional vexillologist, someone who knows all the rules of making flags, and none of them would touch the job or knew anything about fantasy. They only did the real world flag kind of thing, and they
Yeah.
were going to pay a professional, you know, cold hard cash, and it just so turned out that is one of Jackie's biggest hobbies. Just miraculously, they just mentioned it in passing, and I'm like, hold on a second. Went and got Jackie, and I'm like, put him on the phone, and next thing you know, he was spending his the month before he turned 14 or 15. Yeah, it was right before he turned 15. It was like first year of high school. He spent his first month of summer vacation on the computer, doing everything they wanted, reading all the lore from the planet of Arduin, and created these awesome flags that you can see on the world maps for Arduin. That he did all the work right before I think the guy who drew the map passed away. So
Ah,
he too could see all of his ideas, in full color and everything. He was a great guy.
that's great. At
Uh,
least that he got to see it.
mhm.
Also,
Yeah.
Tan Man. I hope you don't have a bad tan then.
Well, if you're interested, if you ever heard about Dungeons and Dragons or any of that, and you're curious, and you ever wanted to learn to do that or play those kind of games, mind you, there's, as you just saw, there's a whole bunch of different kinds of role playing games. There's science fiction, fantasy, western, superhero, horror, anything like that. This is one of the channels you can come out and come check out and learn about it, and learn how to play, and find maybe a game for you and your family, your friends that you might be interested in playing, or you can just kick back, hang out, and crack jokes, which is always welcome here, provided we don't cross certain lines and you know uh, you know do certain things. I'm sure you can figure that part out. Of having listened to me go on about certain things. Um, But that's what we do here on the Shadow and Sun Show, and on Bruce's channel, and on Squirrel's channel, and Dungeon Minister's channel, and 100 other channels that we've all become, a very close family of people who live thousands and hundreds and thousands of miles away from each other. And for whatever reason, we were lucky enough to meet each other here on the Tube of Views, and do all kinds of fun stuff together. One of these days, Dean, you got to be in one of my games, or I got to be in one of yours.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I would love to be one of your games, and I would love to like run like Adventure Conqueror King for people.
I have the original version right here,
Yeah.
and I liked everything I saw about it, with a few exceptions. But we gotta figure out what would be a good time.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know because I'm already using my Friday night and my Saturday night. And Friday I can't. No, not Friday. Sunday I can't too late. And by too late I mean into you guys' evening.
right,
Because I got work on Monday.
yeah, and I'm in like almost a game every night. Let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, no game Thursday, but I do a show Thursday. Game Friday, game Saturday, game Sunday. So Monday and Thursdays are the only nights I don't game, but uh, I do other shows. The lines are no hostility, no ad hominems, no insulting, no, everything is in good fun, and we try to be wholesome, but we kind of stopped doing that once Jackie got into high school and started swearing like a sailor. For if you don't know, Jackie is my son, the Shadow and Sun part. He's the son, and
So do you ever see someone who looks like a Spanish conquistador in the background? That's Jackie.
yes, yes, he's a straight A student, wonderful kid. But yeah, no hostility, no, start trying to start arguments or anything like that. No, no, obviously the adult language is, we try to keep it to a minimum, but it's going to happen, and we don't censor anything like that. But because I've gotten into trouble about that in the past. If someone wants to say something really stupid, and show everybody who they are and what they're all about, I'm not going to stop them, but I'm not going to promote it. I don't promote any sort of Satanism, witchcraft, or anything like that. Even though I play lots of games with it, I know there's a difference between playing and pretend and doing it in the real world, and stuff like that. Yes, I did. I did use the F word. I've used worse words than that. Sometimes, my feeble old brain will forget. to be a little bit more respectful. But you know, I'm only human, and I'm going to make mistakes. It's the only thing I can count on doing for certain. But I am trying to be better, and trying to uh, bring a little happiness, a little more fun back into the world in the way I know how, which is through role playing games and board games and miniature games and card games and painting silly miniatures and talking with goofy people like my good friend over here and other goofy people like the people in the chat, etc. Especially Squirrel. Got to watch out for that guy. He is a card. Bruce is a great guy. Yeah, that's not inaccurate, but we know that when we play these games, we're playing to fight against those things. It's kind of a way of challenging ourselves in like a what if situation. Like, what if you were in a world filled with dragons and monsters and orcs and elves and stuff? What would you do? And then we go from that point. Sometimes people decide to be asshats. Sometimes people decide to be heroes, and that's essentially the spirit of it. I like to think is we're all trying to see what we would do if we were in those positions, and if we'd rise up to the challenge, or if we would you know succumb to our baser selves without a good strong leash wrapped around our necks and a smack on the ass. Hey, don't be doing that. You sound goofy. You sound okay, but before you ever get to come on the show, we need to know a lot more about you. And by coming on the show, I mean like be a guest. We've made that mistake before, but if you want to subscribe and hang out and listen to us and our opinions and learn more about it, you're welcome. But any shenanigans will be dealt with uh, severely, or permanently. Nothing physical, just ban.
Yeah, we do in fact not have cyber police.
No. But we've had trouble in the past, and okay, well, that's hard to imagine. I've been gaming with literally hundreds and hundreds of different games throughout my life ever since I was a wee lad. I played both of those games, of course, but I played diplomacy, so it's lucky. I'm lucky to still be here because that game will get you killed.
6 minutes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, uh, as we wrap it up, Dean, what do you got going on this week?
Uh, the only thing is really like I'm brainstorming, what do you call it, the kind of game I would want to run in Axe, because I come to the conclusion that I do like the sandbox play, but I probably want to play more and more like, instead of Adventure Conqueror King, it's Adventure Colonist King. So basically, I keep talking about New World stuff, and yeah, I think that speaks more to me than than things that are more settled. I know you still have to change the Axe a little bit, but it can work definitely.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Conqueror King part of Adventure Conqueror King. The domain play. It seems all the best games I was ever in uh, ended when that started happening, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's what I was shooting for. I want to build a castle. I want to be the king or the wizard in the tower. Doing my weird stuff. And most CMs just that I've
Yeah.
played with.
Yeah.
Minded the
And
story.
Axe 2 is really brilliant for that, because not that they had tightened up the system so much that it's not fun anymore, but they really found out, okay, this is how we can make people research spell using templates and so forth.
Mhm.
That
You should
you
get
can have
together
to.
with Omen Owl because that's like I want to say that's like his go-to game right now.
I see him in the Archon, no, ikke Archon, the game server
Oh,
all
okay,
the time.
okay, yeah. He knows his stuff and uh, he's always talking about how great it is. and I believe him. I don't have the time. Maybe he'll run a game on my Saturday night show of that. He's going to be running Alien, I believe, next month after the Star Wars game. But we'll have to find a way to like set up like an early game for you, because I know your schedule in
Yeah.
being the part of the world that you're
My
in.
the time that usually works for me is like what's called 9 p.m. for me, which let's convert that to Eastern. Eastern that would be around 3 p.m. and
So about
Pacific that would
noonish
be
my
around
time.
noon.
Yeah, yeah. That's Monday through Friday. That's totally feasible. If I'm not hanging out with DM James, otherwise, we'll have to figure something out. Weekends are just not. It's just not possible. My weekends
Yeah,
are, family time and shopping trips and chores and things like that. But I definitely want to be in a game with you one of these days, real soon. Before it's time for someone to make a video about me, kicking the bucket, um, which I don't think will be anytime soon. But you never know. I could, go shop and get hit by a bus or something.
yeah,
Oh, because where I go, I literally do jaywalk across the street to go from the Walmart to the Sam's Club,
yeah.
and I'm always like,
When you say jaywalk, do you mean like you don't look ahead, or do you just go where you're not allowed to go over?
right, where you're not allowed to,
Okay.
you cross the street without the light,
Yeah,
uh, and I do that. But I make sure to do it on the side where everybody is turning into Walmart or Sam's Club, not going down that little road that
yeah,
leads nowhere. So I stay over there. So it's like the odds of getting hit are significantly reduced, but it would be the one time I didn't look both ways. And Mrs. Tanman, no problem. The world's rough enough as it is. That's why we play these silly games to escape from the stress and the whatever to enjoy time with good people, have good fun, and use our imaginations in the way that most people forget about. I learned real early when my boy was a kid, watching him play in the backyard with his friends, playing make believe. I'm like, that's kind of what we're all doing. We just put rules and dice and stuff, and we're too old and crotchety to run around in the backyard beating each other up with foam swords. So we do it at the table with some dice and some rules, and he was clearly born with the dungeon master gene, because he was telling the other kids, okay, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And mind you, these kids were a couple years older than him, but they
yeah.
still came over to play. And now he's writing his own books and stuff and doing all kinds of stuff that all spawned from this hobby that we've all found ourselves uh, in. And Tan Man, if you Mrs. Tanman, if you behave and you're nice and you're cool and you're funny, which you've been done all of those things so far, except maybe weirded Squirrel out a little bit. But he is a married man, and his wife is probably right there listening and participating. I can understand, my wife would be the same way. She's like, "You talking to a woman?" And she saw it. She was helping me with an issue the other day, and she saw this name of a girl in my email who just happened to be the she works for Mantic Games and customer support, and was going back and forth because I backed the Kickstarter, but I didn't
Yeah.
fill out the pledge manager, and I was talking to her, and my wife's all like freaking out, and I'm like, I'll tell you what, you really think that I'm cheating on you, and that's some woman like that? I'll tell you what, I'll put $1,000 on the table. You go read those emails, and you come back to me, and if you're wrong, you're going to put $1,000 on the table, and I will take your damn money. That shut her up real quick.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
and
there's
I
my
have to
alarm.
say,
And my alarm, and probably another two alarms going on downstairs. Dean, thank you for hanging out with me and helping me do this and
you're
honoring
welcome.
our good friend Squirrel Hermit. Squirrel, if you're watching this, thank you. Mrs. Squirrel, if you're watching this, you've got a hell of a guy there. But just be careful. Don't let him give away too much more stuff unless it's to really, really cool people like me and Dean, and Bear and whatever. Um, but make sure he hangs on to the good stuff for himself, because I know how much he loves his hobby and how much this is going to go and help other people enjoy the hobby. Really, really appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow morning with another Conan video, the last chapter of the Sword of Conan. I forget. You know the thing. I'm just doing Conan stories in the morning. Dean, I really appreciate hanging out with you. Um, we don't get to do this enough. We used to, but now we don't. And so,
To be fair, we met on Justin's show because it was in the morning, so
well, you know,
things happens.
yep. And they happen for a really good reason. No matter what we think, everything happens for a reason. And I don't know about you, but I am grateful, very, very grateful and humbled. And now I'm going to go make dinner for the little guy who's going to be here any minute. So I will see
That's
you
fair.
guys tomorrow, and have a great day. And as always, happy trails.
And God bless.